Just a quick update on this H2 remote. I'll keep this one short because you've seen most of this before. In the previous video I showed the finished prototype for this design, which is based on a LiPo battery and the Feather RP2040. What I'm showing here is the final case design where I've blended the edges, changed the fixings from machine screws to self-tappers and reprinted it in black PETG. When you first power on the remote there's a syncing phase which is just completed, and now it's ready to receive commands from the remote control to start and stop recording. At the bottom here you can see the broken out USB-C port, which is primarily for charging but will also allow me to do debugging. I haven't tested it yet, but I'd estimate I'll get about 6 hours of runtime on the 150 mAh LiPo battery. The second design I'm working on is based around this Tiny2040 and a coin cell battery. The main advantage of this design was that I hoped I could shrink it into a smaller footprint. So here I've blocked out in CAD the Tiny, the IR transceiver and the 2.5mm jack, and printed a minimally sized plastic shell around it. On the shell I've included features such as these cable grippers to put strain relief on the 2.5mm jack cable. Other than that, the printed shell is very bare bones. Rather than try and enclose the battery case, I'm just planning to work back to back with the two items. Okay, so here we are mid-assembly where I haven't yet fitted the shell. The battery pack, which has a switch, is just tagged onto the Tiny2040. The Tiny2040 is wired to the IR transceiver, the 2.5mm jack and its power source. And here you can see it with the 3D printed cover fitted and providing strain relief. If I decide to revise the design, I will swap the location of the IR receiver and the jack so that it hangs at a more vertical angle. It does look a bit awkward like this. Right now it's just about to sync with the microphone. There we go, and now it can receive commands to start and stop recording. I'm still not sure if I've concluded which of the two designs I prefer. I guess the runtime of the coin cell has still to be determined. That may factor in. Otherwise I appreciate its smaller form factor. Thank you for watching and stay safe.